Hey, and welcome back to week 9 of Kyle and Maggie's Money Making Picks. Last week, so effort. We both went 1-1. Maggie did win the head-to-head against me when she picked the Cowboys and I picked the Redskins. So that brings our total to 18-13-1 on the season.
Not bad.
Maggie is 10-6, and I am just a meager 8-7-1. But we're still above 500, doing well on the season. If you haven't joined us before, we both make 2 picks each. We don't talk about it before. If there's any of the same ones, then it'll limit it down to 3 or 2 picks. And then like last week, if we pick against each other, then you guys got to decide which one you want to go with on that one. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into week 9.
All right. Me first?
Yes, you first.
Okay. So my first pick, I went with the Rams, -4 on the road against the Giants. So I just feel like the Rams have a way better offense to work with, and I saw a stat that says that they're averaging 30 points per game compared to the Giants' 16 points per game. So I just really feel like the Rams are more geared up to win this game, so I'm happy to take -4. I know it's a road team, so you never know, but that's my pick.
And a little nugget about that is Norris Jenkins is out because he violated team rules.
Okay.
So he's one of the best corners in the league, and he will not be guarding anybody on the Rams because he will not be in uniform on Sunday.
Perfect.
So.
I knew it.
My first one is going to be Tennessee -3.5 against the Ravens. They're at home against the Ravens. If you follow my blog, you know that I'm not a big fan of the Ravens at all. Despite their 40-0 win last week, they're still just 2-4 in their last 6 games. The Titans are coming off a bye. Yes, we lost the last bet right before their bye against the Browns, but if you watch that game, Mariota wasn't right, and they squandered so many opportunities and still should have covered the spread. I think with Mariota being healthier and them getting Corey Davis back, they have a good chance to win this game by even a touchdown, let alone 3.5 points. The Titans are 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 home games. Meanwhile, Baltimore is just 3-8 against the spread in their last 11 road games. So I'm going to go with the Titans -3.5.
All right, I like it. I've been a fan of rooting against the Ravens this season. So, okay. You want me to do my second one?
You want me to do mine? It's up to you.
You first.
All right, I'm going to go with Atlanta -2.5. They're at Carolina.
Okay.
Are you going against me?
No.
So neither offense has been good recently. I understand that, but the line has really shifted since the Kelvin Benjamin trade, and I understand that because that's their number 1 receiver, and not only is that a big loss for them, but now their number 2 receiver Funchess, who's barely a number 2 receiver, let alone number 1, has Trufant guarding him all game, so he's going to be shut down too. So their pass catchers are really limited. I know the offense for the Falcons hasn't looked great, but their skill position players I think are much better than the Panthers. The Falcons are 8-2 against the spread in their last 10, so last 10 against the NFC, and they're 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 against the NFC South. Meanwhile, the Panthers are 0-3 against the spread at home this season, so I think the Falcons, even road favorites, I still think they'll cover, and their 3 last matchups, the Falcons have won all of those games. And last year, they swept the series, winning by 15 and 17 points. So I think they cover the 2.5.
Okay. I like it.
What's your last one?
My second pick, and don't hate me.
Do not pick Detroit.
I picked Detroit.
No, get out of here.
I picked Detroit -2 against Green Bay. And I'm a bitter Colts fan. I know how much it hurts to not have your starting quarterback.
I would not root for your bet.
I know. But I've seen what happens when you have a number 2 quarterback in, and it's not positive. So I just feel like Detroit... Matthew Stafford, they just have more experience. They have a defense that's ready to be on attack, and they've already had a really good record as far as interceptions and good plays. So I just feel like you throw a new quarterback in there, and it's kind of a recipe for disaster. But I'm still kind of rooting for the Packers, but I just know better. The Colts have sucked this year because they don't have luck. So I'm going with Detroit -2.
Boo. Well, thanks again for joining us. If you wanted to know, me and her split in our fantasy matchup. So we went 1-1 against each other last week. So kind of, I think overall you won because you won the bet against me, and then you won one fantasy game, I won the other. So not too bad for you.
I see it that way too.
So thanks again for joining us. Feel free to share. And also, kind of off topic, but this coming week college basketball starts, and I'll be vlogging about my picks every single night. So feel free to join with those picks too. And maybe we'll do a spontaneous, every once in a while video for college basketball throughout the season too. Thanks again.
Thanks.